Welcome back. In this second video, we're going to explore the concept of mind-body dualism. I worked with a student in the audience to see if I can read her mind using a pendulum. I hope you enjoy it. So let's consider that pendulum for a moment. And I might just ask another question of the audience. Madam, if I have a black ball here, what's your name?
Martina.
Martina. Where are you from, Martina?
Italy.
Italy, wonderful. So you know Niccolo Machiavelli?
Yes, I do.
Excellent. Did I say it properly?
No.
No. What do you say, Niccolo? No. Niccolo.
Niccolo Machiavelli.
You see, there you go. I could never do that. Okay, right. So black ball, yeah? If I place my hand here, what happens if I release my thumb and my finger? The ball falls. Did you hear what she said there? Why do you know that?
Gravity.
Gravity. What's gravity?
The force that attracts you to the fragile atoms, like physics.
How do we know gravity exists? Have you ever seen gravity?
No.
No, correct. Okay, so gravity, you observe its effects, don't you? But you don't actually see it. How do we know that gravity exists?
Because we're experiencing it.
Because we experience it. Do we ever have an experience that suggests gravity is not working? Is there a small possibility we could have an experience that suggests gravity doesn't work? Is it possible, Martina, that if I open my thumb and my finger, there might be some extraordinary cosmic event which, shall we say, limits the possibility of gravity working for just a split second?
I'd say yes, but it's statistically unlikely.
Statistically unlikely. Very good answer. Okay, so the probability of that happening is quite low, yes? But it is nevertheless a probability and a possibility.
I guess.
Okay. Comes as great relief. Would you like to assist me with something else? Wonderful. Okay. Perhaps you come just here. That would be great. Come on up here. Okay, so we're going to go a bit, metaphysical here with this ball. Okay, so Descartes not only was somebody who worried about observation and pendulums and all this other stuff, he also had a little mystical side to him. Okay, so there's a book about his secret notebook, which suggests that Descartes was a member of the Rosicrucians, which was a kind of, some people say, an imaginary society. Some people say it actually existed. But in any case, they thought about mystical properties of things. So not only was he worried about gravity and pendulums, but he was also really interested in what these might symbolically mean. So he thought the black ball existed, really represented a void. So like a black hole in space. Yeah, so it's like a void, and there was a religious overtone to it at times where he said, maybe a black ball used to be white, but it's absorbed all the tears of the sinners in the world and it's become black. That's pretty heavy going, isn't it?
Well, yes.
Yeah, we won't do that today, though. Okay. So here we have this black ball, and if you could just hold your hand out, please. Your left hand's fine. Which is the hand that you catch stuff with?
Right.
Okay, so you're right-handed.
Yes.
Okay, right. We don't want to. Okay, so I'm going to drop that. Okay, and I want you to catch it. Ready? 1, 2, 3. What's your observation of that process when you dropped? When you caught what was that observation?
I don't know, I just picked the ball.
You picked the ball, so you didn't expect anything. Was it heavier or lighter than you expected?
It was lighter than I expected.
Lighter than expected. So there's a bit of doubt around that. Her sense is we're expecting her to feel a heavy ball, and in fact, it was a bit lighter than expected. Okay. Now, that ball, because of its black color, also symbolizes executive action or power. Okay, so if you get into the big metaphysical tomes and you go down to a New Age shop or something, you might read books that say a black sphere corresponds to power and execution. Okay, and they often divide the human body in half. You have an active side and a passive side. So the right-hand side of your body is your active side, and your left-hand side of your body is your passive side. You now have a choice. Okay, like put your hands behind your back with the ball. You get to choose which hand you put the ball in. And I'm going to challenge this notion of the separation between mind and body. You ready for that? Some people say that when you use a pendulum, the pendulum reads your thoughts and moves. Okay? Now, you've placed the ball in one hand, have you not?
Yes.
Okay, I want you to face me. Okay? And I don't know which hand it's in, correct? The black ball, if it's active, okay, and you put it in your right hand, which is your active side of your body, then you are in alignment. If you put the ball in your left hand, you're out of alignment.
Okay.
The pendulum will tell us if you're in alignment or out of alignment. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So count of 3, put both hands in front of you in a fist so I can't see which hand the black ball is in. Does that make sense? You've chosen a hand,
Yeah.
you put both hands out in a fist like
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
and you're hiding the ball. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Great. Do that now. Wonderful. Relax. It won't hurt. Okay. Now, with this, just want to take the pendulum down like this. If you are in alignment, okay, the pendulum will swing between the hands, left to right.
Okay.
If you're out of alignment, okay, then the pendulum will swing between you and me, as if it's dividing. Okay? Here we go. I'm going to wait. Okay, it takes a while to settle down, and there you see that the pendulum is swinging between left and right. That suggests to me that the black ball is in your right hand. Is that correct?
Correct.
Open your hand. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Have a seat. So, a little bit of mystery there around the mind and body dualism. Do we have a separation between mind and body, or can the body actually access the mind, and can the mind understand what's happening to the body? So I hope you enjoyed that. I think Martina was a bit surprised at what just happened there. In our next video, we're going to explore the concept of justice and morality using a very old thought experiment from Plato's Republic called the Ring of Gyges.